Hey guys, so welcome back to another trade breakdown. Today was one of my longest trading days, I think, but I still learned a lot. We'll start on the daily chart as always. As you can see right here, we formed a daily SMT, bearish SMT with ES. So on NQ, we did take out the low right here. On ES, we did not, as you can see right here. Still reacting of the quadrants of the daily wick right here. And yeah, so now back to NQ. Because we basically sold off heavily yesterday, I expected to be kind of a more bullish day today. So we don't want to expect that we will just trade always lower. So especially after a huge expansion to the downside, we can expect basically the market to just slow down a bit, and therefore we can expect a bit more bullishness. We are not in bullish conditions, so don't get me wrong, but to always look for shorts, especially today, is also not the best approach, I would say. So let's drop to the 50-minute chart. What's important right here, so that's only the SMT from the daily chart. Let's remove that. So right here we have Asia sessions. So so Asia lows, Asia highs. We have London highs, and we scrapped London lows right here. We have relatively equal lows right here, or which are a good SSL liquidity pool because they are stacked on each other. So that's basically trendline liquidity. If they are always stacked up, so if we, for example, if the low right here would sweep the first low, that would be a more protected low because we already have a sweep on liquidity. Therefore, if we are in a market maker buy model, we would not expect that the low which takes out liquidity will get swept as well. But in that case, yeah, that's just really clean liquidity to go for. We have New York NYOKZ BSL liquidity, and as you can see right here, we are in a really tight range, so trading basically at the low of the high time frame gap, and we are basically looking for higher prices back to consequent encroachment right here, or to the New York Open Kill Zone SSL liquidity right here, which is basically, yeah, the important targets. So before we drop lower, I want to show you regular trading hours. So right here we have a new opening range gap with 40 handles, so therefore we want to see NQ trade back to consequent encroachment. We did that, and therefore it's nothing really special today, because we did that basically within the first I think 5 minutes. So yeah, nothing really special. Now let's drop to a 1-minute chart on NQ. So right here, as you can see, the AM session today was really difficult. So we opened right here. We had, I think, high impact news at 9:45. So therefore we just consolidated in here, and I did not want to take any trades in here. And then we traded lower, scrapped the SSL liquidity right here, and I was looking for the New York Open Kill Zone BSL liquidity because, as I already mentioned, I'm looking for higher prices today, and because we already also swept the London lows and also Asia lows, we actually did to me enough damage on the sell side. So I could have I expected something like a expansion to the high time frame gaps right here, and that's also where consequent encroachment of the high time frame gap is. So that would have been, or is, a nice target. And yeah, so basically I can show you my executions. I've traded a lot today, but yeah, I will explain it. There's actually a lot, or there is a logic behind every trade. So I entered right here with only one contract. Why? Because I was still not really feeling really confident within the market, because we were within a really difficult condition. So we did not sweep session liquidity, therefore the sweep is not as important to us. So yeah, we did trade back to a high time frame gap. So and I also liked how we displaced through the inversion value gap, and I think that's basically a valid trade. But if we trade only one contract, what I learned today, I either basically have my target right here with the or at the New York Open Kill Zone buy sell liquidity, or if I expect higher prices and I don't take anything off right here, I have to go break even. So for me that was only a small loss, that's okay, but still nevertheless I either have to take my position off at the low hanging fruit, or I have to be break even, that I don't take any losses from there, because to basically reverse in here is basically reasonable for price, so therefore the stop is to be expected. Then we traded lower and we formed SMT with ES, and we once again basically traded above the inversion favor gap, and I entered right here long after we also reacted off the opening price, and I got stopped right here. And I think, I don't know, maybe this trade is not perfect because we already did sweep the New York Open Kill Zone buy sell liquidity. That's correct. We also have SMT, a small SMT in here with ES, so ES did not sweep the session liquidity. But to me, that's still unfinished business because we only wicked it and we could not trade higher. To me, if I expect higher prices, that's not enough. So therefore, it's not the best trade, but I'm still kind of content with the loss. Then I was really patient and waited, and then we once again formed SMT with ES. We traded higher, but we failed basically to take out the low right here. We formed SMT, traded lower, and then we displaced through the consequent encroachment right here, and also we're now near 1030, and because we basically had not moved within the first hour, I was basically convinced that we would now move to the downside, because we could not move higher. We have to reach basically one side of the market maker model. Therefore, the low of the explosive candle basically right here at 730 is a really nice draw for price, and also New York Open Kill Zone sell liquidity. So I shorted right here and my stop was really tight. I have to admit, it was too tight. I think I had it even a bit higher. I think I got stopped a bit lower than my stop was actually. But yeah, in that case it was too tight. I have to keep it, I think, above consequent encroachment would be reasonable. And yeah, but still I entered again, so I was aware of the fact that my stop was just wrong and I'm right with my expectation with my I don't know, analysis. So I took one off right here and then got stopped, or I closed it right here because we could not trade lower. I wanted to see that NQ maybe reach even lower to the low right here, because as I explained before, that's basically trendline liquidity, and I could have also or I thought maybe also for NQ to reach even lower. But yeah, with regarding basically that we were, or that we sold off yesterday heavily, that's a bit or can be expected that we are not able to trade lower. But yeah, so then we entered basically the London close macro, and I was looking for longs in here twice and got stopped twice. Why? Because the AM session was only trading lower with high resistance. We scrapped the New York Open Kill Zone sell liquidity, we formed SMT, and we are within the right time. So therefore that's actually a smart money reversal. But I still got stopped, and I think I re-entered short in here. Yeah, I was looking for the low right here, but got stopped once again. And I think that trade is definitely the wrong approach. And even the two longs in here are they're definitely overtraded regarding money management. But still, I like that there is logic behind it. But especially, I think the setup is correct. So we are within the right position. But what I realize is actually the fact that we are only able to form a reversal, so with a market maker model. In that case, a market maker buy model with a smart money reversal often occurs only after 11. So either basically with the London close macro after 11 or even later on with lunch, so 11:30. And basically right here I was I thought I was done with for today, but then we traded higher, and we once again, especially on the 5-minute chart, we're trading aggressively higher, and I really like the up close candle right here. So we displaced through the higher time frame gap and closed shortly above it. That's, to me, that's perfect. So we had a break of structure, so basically a CSD, change in state of delivery, and yeah, we still had basically the SMT down here. So the smart money reversal is still in place. We did not take out the low with the, or what I was expecting with the short right here. We did not take out the low. So the setup higher is still valid. And I think it's also reasonable that we did not take out the low, because this low is basically protected through the SMT. So if we want to see higher prices later on, we cannot take out the low. So therefore, that's actually a really good long opportunity in here. I entered right here after we traded back into the higher time frame gap and added within the suspension block, and then we had really high resistance within the opening prices. Actually, I did not know that even after 11 they still have such a huge effect on price. But yeah, that's something I learned new. So still will basically look to the opening prices after 11. But yeah, then I think I closed one right here. Yeah, took something off just because I took previous losses and I wanted to book something. And then my last partial was right here. I don't know if you can see it, but basically perfect. So at external buy-sell liquidity, and that's perfect for a market maker model. So if we reach the external liquidity, that's basically yeah, everything we have to do. And what I was looking at, I wanted to see where we have our upper quadrant. Okay, right here. So actually that's interesting. So if for a market maker model, we definitely want to target external liquidity, but sometimes we only reach the upper quadrant and then reverse. So in that case, that's maybe the reason why we spent lots of time in here and had really troubles trading higher. But after we were within the lunch macro, we could displace higher once again. But yeah, so that's why always the upper quadrant is really important. And yeah, I think that's basically it. Yeah, Friday is definitely a difficult trading day, so we have often high resistance, but I really like the fact that the lunch was just spooling higher as we expected for the day against the AM session. So really nice to see, and I definitely learned something with trading only one contract. So that has to be a at least break even, at best a winner. The long right here, I'm content with that. The short right here is with wrong stop is basically avoidable. The short right here is perfect first partial, and I think the stop is correct as well in that case. The longs right here, I'm not really sure. Not really sure about them. So I think we have the right setup, but it's a bit too much chasing price in that case as well, because we are really early, so 10:50 and still basically before 11. So that's definitely something I will be more aware of, that a reversal is more likely to occur after 11 a.m. And if we also look at consequent encroachment, we are entering even above the upper quadrant. So that's a bit too high. But yeah, so, and also the short right here is also not perfect, but yeah, I really like the long within lunch. So that basically was a really nice trading day, and I ended up in the green as well. So yeah, see you soon.